You need to be obsessed to achieve these large goals that you have for yourself. Right? You're not going to achieve these goals if you're just lollygagging and just going through the motion of doing maybe 30 minutes a day, an hour a day. You're not going to achieve your goal, right? You need to constantly be putting in the repetition, hours and hours and hours a day. You need to be obsessed, and that will eventually show results, right? Taking for example, Elon Musk, Nikola Tesla, any of these people that have had a huge impact on the world. They were absolutely obsessed. I mean, I'm talking obsessed to the next level. These people have put in, 24 hours a day for days and days and days, for years and years and years, right? Non-stop work, right? And that's something personally that I don't want for my life. I really don't want that billionaire status. I've thought of that before, but to be, like at that level, to be a billionaire, and I mean Elon Musk, he's past that level. I think he's a trillionaire. You have to sacrifice literally everything in your life. He does nothing but work. Nothing but work. He works 24 hours a day straight up, and he just works. But he's having a huge impact on the world, and that's his goal. Right? He wants to make the best electric vehicles and do all these other things. Send a spaceship off to Mars or whatever he's trying to do. Right? And how he's been able to achieve these specific goals is through obsession. Right? He didn't start 20 years ago and he was just doing an hour a day. He was just putting a little bit of work into it a week. No, he was, like head in the books, learning and constantly trying to improve. Every single day, hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, 24/7 nonstop work. And obsession has taken me to the next level in my life as well. Right? I used to be obsessed and I used to be addicted to playing video games. 6 to 7, many times, during the summer especially, I would play 9 to 10 hours a day. Easily. Right? 9 to 10 hours a day I would play games like Ark and Rust. And dude, I was super obsessed. I was addicted to these video games, right? And the second that I found trading is when it kind of just flipped. All right, so I went from having a bad habit to playing. Gaming really isn't necessarily a bad thing, right? But if you are obsessed with video games where you are playing countless hours a day, that you're kind of pushing it right there. But I went from playing 10 hours a day on Rust and all this shit, and I flipped my life completely, and I began to become obsessed with trading and trying to make money and trying to improve as a person, where to the point I was literally trading 8 hours a day, 7 to 8 hours a day, and the rest of my day I was either listening to podcasts, I was eating healthy food, I was doing exercise, I was going to the gym, or I was reading, like simple shit like that. Everything that I was doing for about 10 months. It was just recently that I slowed down just a bit, just because I'm in college and I have to put more time into my studies as well and trying to get my work done. But I'm still, putting 5 to 6 hours a day into trading. And then the rest of my time, I have a little bit of leisure time, an hour or so a day, just chill out, maybe watch a couple YouTube videos. But, other than that, I go to the gym. I do other productive stuff other than trading every single day, because I've gotten to that point in my trading where I don't have to be obsessed 24/7, putting 8, 9, 10 hours like I did over the summer, trying to critique my model perfectly, right? I found my model and it works pretty well, right? And I know that it works pretty well because I read price so well compared to what I used to do. All right, and what got me to that point? Obsession, right? But I'm continuously still putting in hours and hours every single day. I'm still obsessed, putting in hours and hours every single day, trying to critique my model still, right? And figure out what little things I'm doing wrong with it and what things I'm doing right, so I can continuously improve. But back to the main point. I completely changed my view of obsession, addiction, from playing video games all day and wasting time to being more what's the word? Productive. My fault. Being more productive and spending my time doing more productive things and trading all day and studying, right? And that level of obsession, for the first 8 to 10 months, it got me to the point where I'm at now, to where I found a pretty good model, and I believe that it's going to work, right? I just need, you know, time to do its thing, and I need to continuously work and continuously learn, and eventually I will get to that point where I'll become funded. All right, I just need to continue working on my patience and shit like that as well. But you know, the main part of this video is, you know, if you are, you know, you're relying, oh shit, something got my eye. All right, I think I'm chilling now. All right, so pretty much what I was saying is that, you know, if you are relying solely on motivation, right? You don't have a true reasoning for what you are doing. You know, you are eventually going to stop, right? You need to be obsessed. You need to have passion with what you do. Because, you know, if you're just watching TikToks like motivational shit, like, that's only going to get you so far. You're only going to last a day or two, right? And then you are eventually going to quit because you have no deep meaning. You have no purpose of what you're actually doing, right? So finding that obsession with whatever you do, with whatever you're choosing to do, that is the most important thing, right? Because the second that I began to just constantly grind day in and day out, you know, 10 months ago, that's when I began to start seeing these small little changes in how I was living life and how I was understanding how the markets work. And, you know, those little small changes, they build on top of each other. And it gets to the point where soon enough, you know, that obsession and that dedication, that work ethic takes you to that next level where you start to understand pretty much how everything works, right? And that's when you become better, and that's when you actually start to see true results. And that is what I'm waiting for right now, right? I'm continuously working toward those every single day. And I know that soon enough, I will get to that point if I continuously obsess. So if y'all enjoyed today's video, we do have a Discord in the description. And, you know, it's a bunch of like-minded traders. If you are new to trading or you're wanting to learn how to trade, we have a bunch of custom-made Notion templates that we have spent a lot of hours and a lot of time putting into, you know, teaching others about these different ICT concepts. And we also do daily calls, daily recaps. So there's a lot of value in there, as well as psychology, and some extra sauce. You know what I'm saying? I got to put that last part in there. There is some sauce in there. So if you want to join up in there, that'll be in the description. And I hope you all have a blessed day. Peace out.